Alright, I'm going to go over a few important details when passing at the very, very beginning. Okay, because I feel like people are committing to the wrong things. People are trying to pass the guy with one quick move and not actually doing that, breaking it down and not trying to pass with one move. Okay? Everything we do has to have like sort of a system behind it, right? What's going to give me the highest success rate when I do it? Now, if I try to pass, man along with a wipeout and I try to hop my whole body around it and it works and I get it, but then I can't do it to the next guy who's like a little bit better than him, it means the move isn't a high percentage move. I want to create a technique that's able to work on the white belts, the blue belts, the purple belts, and the browns, and then obviously the blacks. If you're a white belt, the move should at least work with the other white belts you roll with, and maybe have sometimes success with a blue belt. That's how you know you're on the pathway to create a nice technique. Now, when Anthony's on his back here, the first thing I see people do is go for the arm and try to hop around. Okay? Now, rule number one, okay, my feet. I step in, okay? I don't ever dive in with my arms. The first thing I think about are my feet. I step my left foot. So if I'm here, I'm going to step my left foot and my toes are always pointing direct forward. Now, if I step in with my toes pointing to the side, like this, I'm already giving him my back. So I've already gone into a situation that my odds of passing have just dropped tremendously. Just because the way I entered, with one toes pointing out. If I step in now with my left foot in, alright, I'm good here. Toes are here, my toes are pointing forward, I have a good core, a good base, this is where I want to be. So just the entry, I think guys take for granted, and I know I've said this before and I've worked with you guys, but no one does it. Everyone still tries to do this. He tries to get around the legs. And what happens is, he gets a leg up, he gets a triangle, he gets an arm drag, he gets a submission. Okay? Or you're battling, you know. Even if you do get side control, but 80% of your cardio is gone. Now you've got 20% left and you're just in side control. You need to submit, you need to finish, you still need to work a huge deal to finish the fight. But your cardio is shot because you went all out trying to just get around his legs. Now what if you pass, going 80% and he's able to recover? And you're back in the guard again. But you gave almost 80% of everything, you're gone. He's going to submit you in probably the next 30, 40 seconds. You're probably going to give up and let him have a submission. What happens all the time? So it's about being efficient. The most important thing about being efficient. So now I'm going to come here, I'm going to step in with my left. Okay? My toes are pointing in. Now, Anthony, I'm not going to push him down. Okay? Or I'm not going to pull him in. I'm not going to grab his arms. My left hand's going to grab his head. I'm going to force him to the side. Here, to me. You all see this? One more time. I'm going to break this down very, very slow today. I step in. I'm going to force Ant to the side to come here. Okay? Now from here, so from here, okay, even if he's got his foot there, all I need to do is switch my hip out, pull his knee in, and come back. And that's out. Or I can just go out. There's no real control. If he gets scared that I'm going to push this way and commits his foot to go a bit close, a bit deeper here, or pushes it here because like he's worried that I'm going to push it this way, I'll come this way and then go the opposite way around. So either way, I'm pretty comfortable in this position. So I put this foot off, now I get my left hand under and I come here. Okay? As my left hand comes under his armpit, I'm going to walk up. As it walks up, it's going to meet my right hand and I'm going to get palm on palm. You all see this? I come around to here. Now, in this position, the most important part is that my knee is free. I can't generate pressure if my knee is back. I can't put pressure. I've got no leverage. My leverage now is just stuck on him. I need to have almost like a tilt, like a downward pressure. So when I'm here, okay, my knee's there, I feel good, and now I'm able to generate pressure. Now the biggest problem we have is that we do this. Instead of bringing Ant to me, we go to the person. Now what happens when you go to the person? He rolls you over. Because you went too far forward. It's almost like, you know, if you're walking like this, you don't walk that way, right? And you don't walk leaning backwards, you stay in the center. So always remember, never to lean too far forward and never lean too far back. Always be in the center. So I'm here. Okay, now what should I do? I'm gonna bring Anthony towards me. Okay, and how I bring Anthony towards me is not just with my arms. See my right knee? I drop it for a second. Okay, my right knee goes onto the ground. I bring Anthony to me. Now, I get back onto my toes and generate that pressure that I'm talking about and force him to the side. Now I lift my heel up and come out. Now, at this point, I have full control. I'm being very, very efficient, not wasting any energy. And I'm getting the guard pass. Let's just say Anthony manages to recover. It's okay, I'll do that again, and again, and again, and again. He'll get more tired than me, because I'm not wasting all my energy in doing one thing. I think today we spend on just this, because it's very, very important. Because I feel like even if we are getting guard passes, we're getting them sloppy, we're wasting too much energy getting the guard pass. There's no point of getting side control if he's going to Kimura me, he's going to get his half guard back, he's going to get his position back, okay? We need to control. And we need to be, when you pass the guard, maybe at 20-30%, you've got so much left in the tank to do other stuff. So if he turns to catch his neck, if he turns back to take the back, if he sits up into you to go for an armbar or an arm triangle, and you start to see things more clear because you're actually concentrating on what's in front of you, not just going crazy trying to get a guard pass. So it's not just about getting a guard pass, it's about setting yourself up. Now if you're a white belt, you tend to think that at the same time when you go for a move, okay, if you defend it, you're like, alright, now I'll do this. While it's happening in real time. So you're always behind maybe 5 or 6 seconds, at least. If you're a blue belt, you're like, you know what, if I do this and I don't get it, I'll do this. So you're one move ahead. You're planning like a move ahead. Now when you're purple, you plan 2, and then brown 3, and then black maybe 4 or 5. You're planning ahead. So try to start now at white belt. If you're beginning, I know the room's full of a lot of white belts today, just start planning that, like in your head. I want to do this. Okay, but if he does this, I'll do this. But if he goes that way, I can go that way. Start thinking outside the box. Alright, so I step in, left foot in, okay, and I bring Anthony to the side. Come back one more time. So I step in, boom, force him towards there. Now what am I doing with the hand? Not only am I forcing him down, I'm relieving a lot of pressure off myself. It's hard for him to sweep me and move with his head's down and facing the ground, right? Now from here, this comes in here. As I do this, I can turn my hip. See when I turn my hip, I kill this. Then I can come back. Tries to bring that leg in, now I block it. Once I get rid of something, it should never come back again. I shouldn't be going, whoop, he's back. Yeah. Pulling it, whoop, he comes back again. Whoop, and we do this for about 5 minutes. Yeah. Once it goes, that's it, it's gone. Yeah. Defend it. That's it. Once you defend once, twice, he won't even try to go for it again. He'll try something else. Yeah. Okay? Left hand comes under the armpit, right hand under the head, bring Anthony towards me, drop the shoulder pressure, and pass. Or see it all the way through. Okay? I see some people step in good. They step in here, they get into the position they want, and they go, they start going crazy. They panic again. Or they get to this position here, and they're like, you're just trying to like shake the guy for about 5 minutes. You know, they get carried away when they get to the position. Just stay calm. You think the best when you're calm. That's why when I roll, I try never to get like excited, or I never try to panic or anything, because then my thought process goes out the window. Doesn't matter what's happening, who I'm rolling with. Stay calm. And then you're able to see things and you're able to move a lot better. One more time. Step in. Left hand on the back of the head, force Anthony to the ground. Okay? You can either hip switch and then come here to block his hip and come back, or we can just push his leg out depending on what level you're rolling with. Higher belts should do maybe the hip switch, and lower belts can just push the foot off the hip. It's okay. Left hand comes under the armpit, right hand comes under the head. Okay? Now from here, I'm going to bring Anthony towards me and drop my weight down. But what I do is very important with my left leg. I bring my heel to my butt and then turn out. If the pressure is on tight when you're on top, he will forget about the half guard. If he's still, it's like Andreas, if you're rolling for Andreas and he's still holding your half guard, it's because your shoulder pressure isn't that good. Because he still can think about his legs and think about half guard. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm getting choked, I don't really care about my half guard anymore. I actually want to survive not being choked out. So I'll let go of everything to survive that. So we have to put enough pressure with the pressure we put with the shoulder to make the person give up the half guard and completely forget about it. But if they're still fighting the half guard, it means the shoulder pressure isn't done correctly. Yes.
Can you please go into the position like you've stepped in, and Anthony's got his foot up on your hip. I've found that when I'm like that people can just keep pushing me around.
Yeah, so...
And I feel that it's not...
So we're here.
Yeah.
I've got a few options here. I didn't really go into this too much. I really want to just keep it really, really basic. But if you want, I'll answer this right now. I've got a few options. I can control his foot to here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, as I drop my chest down and sprawl, he can go the opposite way.
Okay.
So I can force him to go one way and then go the other. Okay? But this is at a high level, you can do this. If I was fighting with another blue belt, for example, I would push this here.
Yeah.
And if he comes here, what should I do? Control and just put my shin on this.
Okay.
And drop my shin down and hop around.
Yeah.
Right? Very basic, just here. All I'm doing is pushing this down into him, lifting my left knee up and getting my shin on his ankle. And dropping that to the ground.
Just about getting it out, not leaving it there.
Not leaving it there.
Okay.
The thing is, you gotta, if someone gives you a problem, you need to tackle it straight away.
Okay.
What we do a lot in Jiu-Jitsu is the guy will give us a problem, and we're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this problem, I don't want to deal with that.
That's how I work.
Okay? It's a lot of it. But if you just look at real life, in Jiu-Jitsu, it's the same. You know, in real life, you would tackle the problem straight away. But for some reason, people think it's Jiu-Jitsu and it's wrestling, we need to choke the guy out, and we need to, like, you know, beat him up. And it's not. You actually get a lot better if you just concentrate and do things.
So if you were trying to, sorry, last one. See if you were trying to move that foot to the outside again, would you ever use your hips to thrust forward to separate it and then?
It's not forward. I depend. Well, what I can do here, if he's not careful and he starts going too far across, just by turning my hips, I can kill his hook. But I have to feel that position first. But I don't want to overcomplicate it. Pushing this here down and controlling it. So if he tries to move here, boom. Now, if he puts his knee, what he should do is do this to get his knee, to get this out, right? Whoa! I got to the position I want to get to. So now I countered what he was trying to do, and I got back to. I didn't lose focus of what I'm trying to do. Even though he gives me a problem, I roll off Anthony a lot. Even though he gives me problems with reverse and whatever, I still always pass the same. I look at it like going around the roundabout, or you're making a U-turn. Just doesn't matter. But go back to the same destination you want, which is side control, but being efficient when you do it. Partner up and have a go.